Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
This is, three good old friends came together, and if I may suggest, we're just working on uh, constructing, building maybe one of the best gifts from 2021 to 22. We'll be talking about the technology mentoring certificate program, accredited program that will be delivered by European Leadership University. So this is our very first, I think, open platform where we'll be talking about this new offering, vision, what we can offer to our communities in the coming months. Let me introduce myself. This is Riza Kadiler. I'm currently serving as the president of EMCC Global, European Mentoring and Coaching Council. I'm also starting to act as the director of the technology mentoring at ELU. Alper?
My name is Alper Utku. I'm leading European Leadership University, a next generation university built to bridge the skills gap for the digital economy. And Didem.
Thank you, Alper. It's Didem. I am the head of products at ELU. I been also part of the development team of this brand new certificate program, and we are excited to be delivering this to the world.
Exactly. An online program, which means to the world. And also, yeah, you're right, we've been working on the design. But before we talk about the program, may I kindly invite first Alper to say us a little bit about the philosophy and ELU in general, how you approach the learning experience.
Yes. Thank you, Riza. I think we are going through some very exciting times and dramatic change. That is fueled for a number of things now, actually accelerated with the pandemic, but it all started with the fast changes in the technology. And that changes in the technology which especially in the last 10 years has made certain job roles and activities redundant, irrelevant, and created space for new roles around artificial intelligence, software engineering, data science, and started to create a new reality where the machines are actually our new co-workers. And so the future belongs to those who can not only work with people, but who can only work with machines. And that's a very interesting opportunity and threat at the same time. And so we've built European Leadership University to provide a talent pipeline for the organizations who are looking to close that gap because it's creating a skills gap. We're looking at 400,000 unfilled jobs in technology in only in Europe, and the rest of the world we're talking about millions of jobs. And at the same time, so we're working as a talent recruiter for progressive organizations in the tech domain. And we do that by offering job ready technology programs to young professionals, aspiring professionals. And for the young professionals who wants to go in that field, we are working, providing them a talent accelerator, European Leadership University as a platform, so that they can, wherever they come from, they can learn new skills, new abilities to embark on a new professional journey in tech. So, and that we do that by bachelor and master's programs on software engineering, AI, and data science, run globally online with um, people from more than 30 countries at the moment, and so
So
it's very exciting.
basically, as they say, means is the message. If we are
Yes.
talking about the technology domain, the new way of working, ELU is really offering what it really fits in this domain. And a catchy phrase I use in most of my speeches lately, I say, you're not going to lose your job to a robot, but most probably you will lose it to someone who knows how to work with a robot. So I think this is the rush, the game today, isn't it?
Yes, I think Didan will talk more about it. I think one of our faculty members, Dorothy, uses a term for the, the profile of people that we are developing. I think we need to be high tech, high touch um, to be relevant in the coming age. So, as you said, that's another way of saying what you have shared with us. So, we need to be strong in human relationships, but also we need to be very capable in the technology. So,
Exactly.
yeah, the future belongs to those who can do both.
Exactly.
And we do it in
Yeah,
a very special learning way, and maybe it's for you, it's time for Idam to talk about that.
that will be my next question. So how we do it, Dida?
Yeah, we'll
And
be happy. How do we do that? Good question. Okay, maybe it's better if I start describing the traditional university system. As you already know, I mean, personally, I came from a very traditional university, although it was one of the best ones in the country. But it's all about exams, it's all about courses, passing those courses. There's this lecture hall, the professor, the teacher talks and talks and talks, and the learners just listen passively, right? In a very passive mode. And actually no one cares about the skills development, and it's the learning is not really hands-on. We all know this system, and it's been the same since the first university was founded. So on the other hand, we know that learning is not about just listening or watching something, or it's not just cognitive, but it also has this social aspect, the relational aspect. It happens learning by doing through projects, teamworks, and everything. So what we want to do at ELU, we want to see learning. We see learning from a holistic perspective, from a social perspective, relational perspective, not only a cognitive perspective. And we want to bring all these in the learning journey. And we through learning accelerators, different learning accelerators. It's not just providing some kind of content to the learner, but also we support the learners and the learning journey through hands-on interactive workshops. Uh, the skills are at the heart, so we really want to support people to develop certain skills. As Alper mentioned, we focus on technology and leadership skills at the same time. And what we do is we scan the job market. We really care about what the market needs, what the talent needs in this very moment, and we put all these essential skills in the heart of learning, and we build the learning journey, we build the curriculum and programs around these skills and competencies that really matter in the real world. So to be able to achieve this, of course, you need to accelerate learning. You need to support learning along the way through different things, as I said, workshops, projects, team projects. We want people to get together, learn together with each other and from each other. Not only that, but we also have a a large community from all around the world as faculty members, like facilitators, mentors, supervisors. So we try to help learners learn with each other and from people who are more experienced than they are, like mentors and facilitators, and who can bring the field knowledge and field experience to the learning journey. So I can say in all of the programs, including this specific program, learning happens at multiple levels,
yeah,
and no one is alone. No one walks alone during the journey. I think that's the beauty of doing an online program. Whether it's a
exactly.
certificate program, whether it's a degree program, you are never alone.
So that's the beauty. I've been a banker for almost 3 decades. So nobody's perfect. Okay. So don't put the blame on me. But at the end of the day, I'm coming from the mentoring angle. And at EMCC, we do lots of work with European Commission. And one of the top issue, not only for business, but also for many parts of the society, is to really overcome or to create this inclusive society that can cope with this twin transition. And one of the transition is digital. The other one is climate. And in Europe, we really focus there, and we know there's a need to really reskill, upskill the workforce. And mentoring is one of the key tools that we can use to deploy. And I think when we have this EMCC accredited program, combined with the ELU's philosophy in or the positioning in the market with this vision, I think we're really talking about something that will be useful with a good impact. That's why I'm also very much excited about being a part of this team.
So, Riza, I want to ask you, why is, in that respect, in this twin transition, why do you find tech mentoring important for developing these skills?
First of all, Alper, I have a big claim. It's not my claim, but it's a big claim. Humanity, Homo sapiens, has always prospered when we get to know how to collaborate, okay? Get organized. And that was true. Yuval Harari said this. So Homo sapiens win the war against other homos thanks to this. And all through history, that was the case. So whenever the human communities come together and work together to collaborate, we prosper. The change today, thanks to pandemic and thanks to the developments in technology, we gotta collaborate at distance. So we don't have to be in the same room. Otherwise, the virus wins. Okay, and we have the technology to do it. So we can really collaborate. In the design of this program, we never met in person, three of us, but we had so many meetings. So it's possible. So I've been a banker for last representing a global bank, and I for the last 15 years I've been doing projects with people that who I never met. They've been around for some time. Okay, not. And the second thing is the demographics. We're talking about all the people moving around. So today, inclusion is very core in order to really co-create something. And I think technology is in the core how to achieve this goal. But when you look to the top market valuation companies, unicorns, startups, whatever you look, it's always technology that really enables the platform where people can work together. So the impact in the society, in the community, it will come from everywhere, of course. But I truly believe technology is an area where things will really help humanity to go forward. And the problem with technology, most of the greatest brains, so we are from a special high school with you. You remember, like the communication, the high touch, the personal element, how to work together, collaborate together. It wasn't a kind of embedded in our DNA at that time. But today, we know there is no like specialization in any area. We have to work together, collaborate together. Even this vaccine has been the product of so many different. So mentoring really fits so well with technology, the challenges there. Because in mentoring, I'm not going to go into the program, but we're talking about contextual wisdom sharing. We're talking about developmental approach. Both mentor and mentee learns. So there's no like fixing or advising or whatever. We're talking about inspiration. We're talking about how to use your contextual wisdom in the benefit of the mentee so that we can all work together and co-create and grow together. I think when we apply this in the technology domain, it's a winning formula because some great brains with big impact potential. I think this is the core of ELU offering as well. So you actually teach leadership. This university is really built on the leadership development, human capital development, based in the technology area. And I think mentoring being an excellent tool, it will really add further to complement the philosophy of the university. So I'm excited.
Wonderful. I think you also given us a great description of tech mentoring and what it is and what it is not. I'm also curious, Didam, how does it work in practice in your programs, the mentoring, the tech mentoring? So, what can you help us to visualize that interaction, that element of the program?
Okay, so maybe in general, I can refer to my previous experience in the programs that we've done so far, and how are we positioning mentoring in this specific program. So as I said, learning happens at different levels during the learning journey, and one way is mentoring, as Riza said earlier. So so we need to talk about the different learning needs. So, anybody who gets stuck somewhere in their learning journey might need someone who can, just guide the person, or, unlock something there so that they can go in that direction and find their own way. So, this is what we do in the program. So, it can be one on one, or it can be a group setting, depending on the program and the context. So anyone who gets stuck in their learning journey can get this mentoring support from the mentor. And in this specific program, it's going to be, we are going to utilize the group wisdom, as you earlier said. So in this group setting, there will be a lot of guidance, learning support, and also learning with each other from the group members.
The way the program works, if I may add, it's just a 4 weeks program, 4 sessions, 5 modules, but 4 sessions actually. Each week, the participants will dedicate in 90 minutes for an online session. The landing page is already on the screen. And in between the modules, the learning, the content is delivered through some open source, videos or reading. And at every module, we do practice all together. We do breakout rooms, we do tryouts, we do peer evaluation, and we do use all those. It's based on the Bloom taxonomy. We really aim for the learning outcomes in the program. So the participants dedicate this 4 week, every week 190 minutes on the videos, the workshop, the online session. And then in between, they have their free time to really follow the videos and do the preparations. And even, we don't call them homework, but the practice in between the sessions. And we're also going to offer team mentoring opportunities on Fridays in order to really practice, but also, as Didem said, from learning from each other. Everything is online. It's the LMS we use is Canvas. It's one of the, I think, the university use for every program. This is, I think, the best LMS system in the world available. We apply the program here. And all the learning outcomes are also followed very, very thoroughly of the participants. This program is actually the basics, exactly the same program in a different language was already been around for a year, fully accredited by EMCC, and we already had more than 500 graduates in that program. Now we're offering in the technology domain in English globally, thanks to ELU. So at the end of the program, the participants will receive a certificate, which is EMCC accredited, that really shows the global reach, the standards, the best standards in mentoring. Those who qualify and who would like to also get, they will also be able to get the individual accreditations as well. So at the end of the program, the participants will be proving, because it's a very important thing, this transferable skills in the job market. Whenever you learn something, you should be able to really prove that it's transferable. So what the certificate you get is ELU certificate, accredited by EMCC. On top, for those who qualify and who are willing to get it, the program is also embedding individual accreditation for those who would like to use it for their future purposes. So basically, it's pretty compact compared to all the other programs ELU is offering. A very compact, high speed, not too much burden. At your own speed, you can do it. And in case you miss one of the sessions, these 90-minute sessions, the sessions are recorded, so and shared after the session with the participants. You can also catch up from there. So basically, we do everything possible in order for participants to learn and grow, and to also implement the practice, to put it in their life, all the learnings we have. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what makes us so exciting during those days, because the first program The inaugural one will be scheduled in January, and then on, we are also talking with various hubs, incubators, where there will be also collaboration with different providers, where we can also offer our program to have a larger impact in not only Europe but also globally in different parts of the world. Did I talk too much? I'm passionate about this, so that's me.
But I think, Riza, this program is an invitation for us, and for many people, in a very uncharted territory. I say uncharted territory because I know there are so many people mentoring in tech at the moment, but there is no structured program. There's no accredited program specifically built for tech mentoring. So we do tech mentoring in a way based on our experience, based on our choices, based on our um, you know how we learn it on the way. But I think it's extremely important to have a common approach, a shared way of doing that, because the relational power of the mentoring together with the shared wisdom exchanges, the conversations, is very important. And when we do it in with the just enough structure, with the right um, dialogue, I think it becomes extremely powerful and impactful. So I think I'm fascinated with the idea of the tech mentoring as a program and building a community of tech mentors.
I agree, Alpers. We are, in a way, very fortunate because, on one hand, the methodology, the approach, the standards we're applying are from EMCC. It's been around for more than 30 years now. And those standards are all evidence based, research backed standards. You know, ELU has already been a leader in its own domain when it comes to technology focused training in the modern era with the online learning and everything. So when you put the two together, I think we are in a unique position. And I truly agree with you about the community building. So there are many mentors in the world in the technology area as well, and it's not a rocket science. Okay, what we're talking about something very basic, but it requires a lot of unlearning. So not easy not to give advice, for example, not easy not to be judgmental, not easy to really listen with empathy. And the core, these are all the things that you definitely need in business world, everywhere in the world. So whenever you do any modern job, you need to know how to listen, how to ask questions, how to stay in empathy, how to not be non-judgmental, to have a kind of network, multi-stakeholder network management tools. There's a saying I like. Um, you can bring the horse to water, but you cannot make them drink the water. So this is today's business environment, isn't it? You need to win the hearts and minds of people in order to perform. So that's why I believe the combination of technology and mentoring in this specific context will prove to be pretty useful. And maybe one more thing I need to add. I know I'm aware of time, so we promised to finish this within half an hour. Um, Maybe we can also say a few words about this series. In order to support the program, we're going to hold these tech mentoring talks every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. And we'll be inviting here some of the leading figures, some of the leading persons in the world who have been contributed already to the mentoring field or in the technology field. And those short videos or sessions will also serve as an additional resource for the program because we will have the opportunity to listen to the experience of some of the leading names not only in Europe, but also from the other parts of the world, when it comes to technology, when it comes to mentoring, and especially when it comes to combination of the two. So that's why I'm also very truly passionate about this series, and hopefully they will also serve to reach a larger audience, to let them to have a kind of different perspective, more critical and creative way of looking at what we can offer today. So just 2 3 minutes left for our promised time. So tell me, Didem, Alper, what else would you like to add?
I think what I would like to ask is, so if I'm interested to go into this program, yes, I will follow the tech mentoring talks. I heard that, but what else can I do to join the program? So will I be able to register from the link you've given, or is there anything, are there any criteria? You know, s- do I have to have certain credentials? So how do I join the program?
No prerequisite. We don't necessarily look for any certain prerequisite, but we are kind of implicitly looking for the growth mindset, open mindset, the willingness to grow together with people. But these are not things that we can really judge or we can really, put a finger on. But I think gradually our participants, if they go through the website as well, and when they go through the content, the program is already there on the website, on the landing page, they will have an understanding, what's really required. But there's no real prerequisite or kind of, barrier or threshold they have to go over. And for the recruitment, for the registration, DDM, I think they will follow the same university. They fill in the form, and then the university
Exactly.
reach them out. There's a certain system there. Yeah.
Exactly. When they go to the link at the bottom, they'll see the apply button and fill out a short form. I would highly encourage people who are interested in the mentoring and technology from the technology domain. So they will see all the information. But in case they need further support about the program, we are always here. They will also see our email address anyway. So we are looking forward to seeing people in the program.
Likewise.
So the best way to stay connected is I would prefer LinkedIn. You can reach me about any of these topics on LinkedIn, and hopefully we'll be looking forward to celebrate next year the anniversary with our participants by that time.
Wonderful. I think it's really exciting to kick off a new year with a new project, and we look forward to seeing the year with growing number of tech mentors that is growing with the program. So wonderful. So I think this is time to say goodbye for our viewers and or farewell because until the next tech mentoring talk. And it's been wonderful to be with you, Raza Didam, and I look forward
Likewise.
to future of the program and the talks as well. Bye
All the
Likewise.
for
best.
now.
Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.